Messi extends his Miami contract through 2028. Irish dairy farmers win quality awards. Queensland hits a solar milestone. And a free guide to help small businesses hire their first employee. Hey, this is the good news you need. I'm Steve Rhode, and I've got stories from around the world that I wanted to share with you today, plus a dad joke that's safe for all the kids in cars. All right, first up. You know how everyone talks about athletes chasing one more paycheck before they retire? Well, actually, there's a 38-year-old who just signed a 4-year contract extension. And it's because he still loves to play the game. Lionel Messi just extended his contract with Inter Miami through 2028. The signing happened in the middle of Miami's new stadium, still under construction. And the team posted a video with just 2 words. He's home. Messi's an 8-time winner of soccer, football's highest individual honor, and he just became the fastest player to reach 40 goals in MLS history. At 38 years old, most athletes are winding down, but Lionel Messi's just getting started in American soccer. This means he could potentially play in a record World Cup 6 times in 2026, which happens to be hosted right here in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. When one of the greatest players of all time chooses to keep coming and competing at the highest level, that's pretty darn cool. Okay, speaking of excellence. Well, actually, here's proof that you can achieve high productivity while protecting the environment. A farming family in Ireland just won what they call the Dairy Oscars. The Ryan family from County Tipperary in Ireland beat 11 other finalists to claim the country's most prestigious dairy farming award. Tom, Mary, and Michael Ryan excelled in environmental sustainability, animal welfare, hygiene standards, and grassland management. The judge specifically said they demonstrate that it is possible to achieve high productivity while protecting nature. That's the 16th year of these awards, and County Tipperary has now won 2 years in a row. I wouldn't bet against them. That's the kind of farming that makes Ireland famous worldwide for quality dairy products. All right, here's something that made me smile. You know how people say that individual actions don't make a difference? Well, actually, thousands of homeowners in Australia just prove that wrong. Queensland, Australia, the Sunshine State, just hit a major milestone. Rooftop solar panels generated more than 5 gigawatts of power for the first time. That's enough clean energy to power about 1.25 million homes, all coming from solar panels sitting on regular people's roofs. No massive power plant needed. And that's what happens when individuals decide to participate and show up. Thousands of homeowners making green energy decisions, creating massive positive change. Wow. And check this out. Everyone says starting a business is hard, and hiring your first employee, well, that can get really scary, and that's even harder. A community in Canada just made that step a whole lot easier. Community Futures Peterborough in Ontario, Canada, just launched a brand new free guide to help local entrepreneurs hire their first employee. They timed it perfectly with Small Business Week, giving business owners exactly the resources they need to take that big first step, from solo operation to having their first employee. All right, time for your dad joke. I went to the aquarium this weekend, but I didn't stay long. I don't know, something seemed fishy about the place. Well, that's your good news for today. I'm Steve Rhode, and I'm glad you were here. Links to all the stories are in the episode description, and if this helped you today, share it with someone else who might need it. And hey, I'll be back next time if you want to join me again, but you can also visit tapyournews.com Sign up for the email notifications. I also host true crime cases you haven't heard. If you're into true crime, check it out. truecrimeunheard.com. See you next time.